Will you look back when you're old and grey and think those dumb kids had a lot to say when we were trying to make this night one you'd remember? I don't care if my wheels don't turn, I don't care if my pipe don't burn, as long as I am flowing through your veins after I'm gone away.
Thursday night, and you know what that means.
I don't know if anyone noticed at home, but when we have the intro with just us, when we don't have guests on, there's a little more of a pause before. So we're both sat here waiting for you to say the catchphrase.
Yeah.
How is everyone in the chat? Rachel Jones has been on holiday.
Ooh, no.
Probably without her husband again, from what I hear. That's going to start controversy.
Boo? What's the boo for? Did you have a poo week?
I think he's just saying boo to be hello.
Oh.
Swimwear. We've got something later on. It's the hook, but if you're watching this on catch up, you can go to the end. But
Hi, Ollie.
we're not revealing the name, and we're not revealing the logo of the next meetup,
Hi, Fairground DeLorean.
or where it is, apart from the people that have had like the invites already. Some people have had invites ahead of time because they came before and other things. But we're revealing the theme tune. We've got an official theme tune from an unsigned band, and they're letting me play the video. They let me use it anyway, but I'm playing the video for that song later on at the end of the show. So that's the hook.
It's one of those that we just always sing in the car at the minute together in synchronization.
But go and check out Ollie's Coast Swimwear at some point, because him and you have to get this right. It's not it's that Coaster Queen. They have had a friendversary recently, 1 year. But I always remember when Ollie told me this, like, it's that Coaster Queen. That's what it's called.
I hope Ollie and is it Harry? I think it is as well. Ollie, Harry, and that Coaster Queen as well. I hope they all had a lovely birthday as well, because I found out all their birthdays were around about the same time.
I know we're going off topic because we're going to talk about some stuff that happened
these past couple
last
of
month now, because it's the 1st of August. But because you mentioned Harry, this is why, because Ollie's watching, when we met him at the not the last social, the one before at Flingerland, doing so many now, but I went up to him and I already went, "You're taller than I thought you'd be," and it's because Harry's even taller than him, and he looks. So I thought in ratio, oh, Harry's probably normal tall, but I think when I meet Harry, he's going to be massive. It's going to be like. Geez. I remember I met Ollie, and he's like, "Why did you say that?" Yeah, been good.
Been all right, yeah. Been a bit busy, but doing okay.
Oh, Rachel, she's an alcoholic.
I hope you're doing all right, though, Ollie, as well.
So what I'm going to get into first, because everyone knows about this, and I've got some photos. And I've only got a couple of photos. I've credited them in the description and on the photo where I got it from. I don't think they're the people that own them, but if you want to find out where they got them from, go and find them, because one of them said credit in their stories, and then their story had gone, so I just credited the person I got it from. So if it's not theirs, then you're gonna have to take up with them. But I don't own it. I put credits in the description. But
well, the whole reason we're doing this episode is because, well, I live in a hobbit hole, and I don't really get that much
everyone
updates
knows
about stuff,
about the fire. So we'll go into the fire first.
Okay.
This was the fire this week. Now a lot of people will.
Where?
That's Wicker Man. Well, not this week. It was this month. I think it was just 2 weeks ago. It might have been 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
But there are photos, and I've got 2 photos here because there's one with fire extinguisher. Now, apparently, people can put in the comments what they want to say about this. I'm not the first person to say it. It caught fire, and I know there's people that are going, I thought about this today, so I've got a bit to say about this, and it's going to slightly be off topic. When Wicker Man first came about, there were those people that wanted to make a bit of a faff and go, "Oh, you can't have wood on fire on a roller coaster. That's dangerous. Wood's flammable." Blah, blah, blah. Now, those people were silly, and this isn't even the first coaster that's done it.
It's a metal structure.
But, well, the coaster's wood.
Yeah.
But what I found weird,
Like
I was thinking about this today.
structure.
Before this opened, there were various news articles, and
Hail
ECC as well, at a meetup we did before Wicker Man opened. Hello, Sibby. They all were going, "Oh God, the reason no one's built a wooden coaster in this country for so long is because everyone's going to talk about the Battersea Park accident." Look it up if you want to. It's quite graphic from what I remember. But it's ages ago, right? And there's been coasters since then. But I remember that being the one thing. So I'm like, everyone's going to talk about it. No one talked about it apart from like some newspapers and ECC. I can't remember his name now. the main guy. Oh, I forgot his name. He's always on the news when they have an accident.
Sibby. I like how you've actually mentioned it there because someone
it was a vape, was it?
Someone said it was a mobile phone at first out of people that we were talking to discuss about it. And then we thought, no. And I just said it could be like a lighter. Because obviously if you crush that, sometimes depending on what it goes against, it can actually set a light as well.
Do you know what I
thought, the fact that it's a vape,
Sibby's probably
that's
done
good
this,
to know.
Because Sibby's doing it as well, right? I've done all.
But I hope everyone's safe.
I've done all the theory, right? And I know Sibby's doing it as well, so you might relate. But when I saw this, I thought, because I've had warnings about, because I'm learning to drive a lorry, right? HGV. Yeah. And I had warnings on there about there are fires that just start from the brake pads and discs getting too hot. And at that point, I thought, because part of me thinks Alton Towers don't actually have to tell us the truth. As long as no one's hurt, like with the Smiler, they kind of owed it to us to tell us the truth about what happened with that eventually. But with this, no one's hurt. They don't have to tell us the truth. They can say whatever they want. They can say it's a foreign object. No one's got hurt by it. But also, I know the wood's treated, but eventually, that wood's going to need retreating. And given the history Alton Towers have got with new rides, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a foreign object. But I'm about 70% sure it is. But I don't know. People might go, "Oh, you're just hating on Alton Towers now."
No, not really hating, but it is something different, isn't it? It makes you wonder, like, if there's ever been any other accidents.
But what Gareth said about them stopping people taking vids or pics, I don't know how they do that. Days Adventures, check out Days Adventures. He's pretty cool. I'm trying to say hello to everyone while I'm still. Is there anything you want to say about this before I carry on about it?
No, I'm just hoping that people are safe, even the people that put it out as well. Like, credit to them.
Also, check out Judd
Ventures. Not just leave everyone to sit in flames. So
Judd Ventures is in the description somewhere, but I got that photo of him. I don't know if it's his to begin with, but it's quite funny how I don't know where they keep that fire extinguisher. Is it close by? But it probably is a foreign object this time. But part of me is like, I believe Alton Towers this time, but there's so many times where a park just says, "Actually, it was this. Actually, it was this," and it's like people just believe it straight away.
So they were quite swift.
If they tried to stop me taking video, I'd be like, "Don't worry, I've got an extender." This isn't in the terms that you've changed on the Merlin Pass recently. I can still film.
No, I think you want to get booted out, mate.
No, it's all right. But I feel like sometimes they're hurting themselves more by not letting people see what it is. Because what if it is something bad and eventually it comes out? It's like, why did you stop us from... Nox is here as well.
Hey,
hello, Nox.
Hope you well.
Check out Nox's stuff.
Where are you in the world now?
We've only started talking about the Wicker Man, fire so far, but I don't know if anyone else got anything said. But I kind of said what I wanted to say about it. I'm trying not to bash Alton Towers too much, but I'm trying not to.
It's weird how you say
if you say too much,
and I'm like, but credit to them for acting on it. I'm the other way.
Well, they've got to act on it. It was starting to smoke.
But I'm glad no one got hurt. That's the main thing. That was the whole point of it. Safety is key. And that one. Oh. Standing at the front, blocking, shutting some of the gates that go past Coaster IE path goes up.
But it'll probably be all right. I think it's still closed at the moment, though, and along with Hex and the Sky Ride's not opening this year.
I reckon it was warp metal track, and that's why. Well, I reckon it was the warp metal track, and that's why it's been covered over to repair.
I think it is. I think there's a likelihood it's not a foreign object, really, even though it's probably about 70%.
It might have affected it, though, if it was a vape thing. It might have distorted some of the thing.
She's asking about.
How was my thing? Oh, it was brilliant, thank you. I was expecting, it was only meant to be like a little small workshop because obviously it's the first time I did it. And it was only meant to be 10 people, but then it turns out there was 12. And then still more people came in. And then others came out as well in between. So it was quite a nice sort of free flow type of thing. But I might do it one day on here. I don't know. Was
that a single-use vape? Because I noticed that some people tried to hack them so they can recharge them and they blow up in the house. Yeah, I can imagine.
We had a vape to go through.
Hex is still not open. I know, Dave. Oh. I'll be looking at Dave's channel for when it opens because I think he's the guy to tell everyone.
Yeah, was there a rumor to say
it's opening this year? Yeah, I think they've got to the point now. I don't know. I've got a quick question for everyone because Dave just mentioned that. Do you think Alton Towers should break secrecy if too many rumors get out? Because I think sometimes that hurts it. Like the curse is great, but before the curse opened, we heard so many rumors about things that weren't actually in there because Alton Towers didn't step up and go, you know what? We're going to put a stop to this. That's not in there. That's not in there. Don't get your hopes up. I mean, it's a good ride, but there were so many things.
Yes, I agree with Ollie on that one. Hopefully it'll be open for Scarefest. Rachel, I'll talk about more about it later, but I think I mentioned it on one of our previous lives. So,
also, I'm going to mention here. It was a headline I came across because I've got a few more headlines today. But mentioning Scarefest is probably well-known knowledge anyway. But they're building a scare maze in the dungeons now. The dungeons have closed, which I thought was quite cool. I thought they were just going to knock it down so get to where Project Horizon Ocean is the one in Nemesis. I get them mixed up. They got so many. They're like nothing new for a while, and no more hex for you guys. But we've got a lot of different projects that are in motion, so you can get them all confused with each other. But yeah, it's good that they're building stuff. But Horizon's the one that's going to be over by David Wellens.
Why am I not surprised by that though? Because of the colour. Like,
I've not even seen that video.
You'll probably think it's the Queen Bee or something, and it'd be like, "Hello, I'd like to nest here, please."
But no, I've not seen the hex video. They should maybe put it in more places so people can see it. I've not even seen the bees. The bees aren't in my list of things today. Right, we can talk about the Wicker Man some more. If you want to talk about it more, just put it in the comments. Before I talk about another disaster, I thought we'd talk about something good, and I kind of not keeping an eye on this park really. Because you understand why in a minute. But there's a new land opening at Universal Studios Singapore, and I don't know if Trey's watching tonight, but he pointed out, as good as I am at geography, I mentioned it in the show a few weeks ago. I thought Singapore was in China. I didn't realize it was the same country.
Dave's Adventures. I've ridden Queen Bee Coaster last Monday at Skegness. That's brilliant. I don't see the point in any secret theme parks. Anything new we will be excited for. Of course.
I think it ruins it when people go like the stuff we heard about. I like Curse, but I'm saying other people people were saying a lot of stuff that wasn't in there, and I've not ridden the Queen Bee Coaster. Is that Fantasy Island? No, yeah, Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
He's going to send the bee photo for Instagram. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on here. But I've got about 3 photos from here from Theme Park Insider, but this is the new Minions land that's opening, and I did get some spiel about it. This. Just reminded, it probably has been made on Planet Coaster, hasn't it?
Wait, no. Is it meant to look like the fun fair from the Minions movie, isn't it?
And it's got the Buggy Boogie as well.
They have to do.
It reminds me of Raving Rabbids.
No, if they're going to do some games, they have to do the unicorn. Where they go, it's so fluffy.
Bottoms Beach. Pleasure Beach.
Bottoms, Pleasure Beach.
Another Pleasure Beach. There's a trifecta now. There's one in Great Yarmouth. There's one in Blackpool. My favourite is probably actually the Great Yarmouth one. I have actually got some spiel about this.
Good to know, Dave.
Well, I did have some spiel.
It's definitely Planet Coaster.
It does look like Planet Coaster, doesn't it? But I don't, just in case people, because I know some people are like, what's new here? What's new here? Let's not just talk about the UK. Let's not just talk about fires and floods. And I think people will know about the floods as well. But the fire was the main thing everyone would already know about. Yes, definitely. Yeah, new Harry Potter ride. I didn't actually get the information for that in time. Obviously, Hufflepuff are the best. So, are you into Minions? Like at a theme park level, would that excite you?
Not really.
No.
If I was a kid, yes. Like, it'd be the in thing, isn't it, for a child? But not really.
Oh, we're doing a social there next year, Dave. You'll be fine. You have to go to that.
Yes.
Pleasure Beach and hopefully Pleasurewood Hills. And I mean this in the nicest way because I know Knox might not like me saying this. I love the park so much, but I'm so scared that Pleasurewood Hills might not even be there next year at this rate.
Ooh.
It's just, they seem to be making these decisions.
That's it, we're cut off now.
Oh, it is Pleasure Beach, Lancashire again. They had all this different merch in the shop at Pleasure Beach. And but people don't seem interested in the Singapore thing. I'm not a fan of the Minions because they remind me of Oompa Loompas and then even more so the Raving Rabbids. Oh yeah, definitely. That's next year.
I'm trying to get Rob involved as well because he does take part in the photography challenge. So,
but we can go back to these subjects. I've got more subjects coming up, but I think people might want to talk about. I've got a clip here, and we can just talk over it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this was really recent, like the 28th of July, and I got this really good fit because there was a lot of footage that were just on shorts, and I got this from YouTube, and I've credited the person. There was a big flood at Dollywood.
Oh gosh!
And I thought this was the best footage I could find because it kind of showed a lot of stuff. A lot of the other footage was just cars outside. Oh, Trey's here. Has Trey been to Dollywood?
I know they're quite big, the Minions, like in other countries, but I don't think UK's that big a fan of Minions.
I think it is. I think everywhere is. It's moist. Moist is the word you're looking for, Gareth.
All I can say is, this sounds really horrible now. She's recently done her own musical, hasn't she?
She doesn't run the park.
No, but she's done like her own sort of musical. So this is where all the money's going to go after the musical, isn't it?
No,
like,
I think
I'm thinking in a literal sense, but I'm just like, oh, whatever profit she gets is going to go on repairs for that phone park, isn't it?
I think I could probably hire us out, Joyland. You know, I reckon we could probably split it. It is the smallest thing. Is it the smallest theme park in the world? It's definitely the smallest one in the UK. I'm sure.
I think it's
the
the smallest
footprint.
one in the UK, but I don't know about the one in the world.
Yeah. Oh, they've got a cabin in Gatlinburg, and you've been to Pigeon Forge as well.
Oh,
well, that is in Pigeon Forge, isn't it?
Yeah, it was torrential, the rain this morning, to be fair.
Did we have torrential rain here?
We did. I could hear it on the roof.
But I didn't know if people already knew about Dollywood thing because it's quite recent. But I don't know what you think about that. I like the way you're like, don't worry, she's released an album.
No, I didn't say album. I said there's a musical production.
I thought you were going to say it had a name that was related to water, as if she'd planned it.
Don't even go about Islands in the Stream. Like, don't even.
Oh, here we go, the puns.
But I'm just saying, how long did the rain last for? Is it gone by now? Is it,
Oh, yeah, I think they're all right now, apart from it's damaged, but I think the water's probably gone. It was on the 28th that happened. But talking about the Yarmouth snails, they still got the It's a Small World on the indoor bit. I remember thinking, I don't think they've got the rights to this. The ones specifically at Pleasure Beach, not the ones at Joyland.
I think I'd like to
But which ones are better?
I'd like to go there again to go on a wooden coaster that was there.
Oh, here we go. And he's got the dad's jokes, Totes jokes.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, there's a lot of damage. Most of the other footage is people in the car park, and I thought if I show that, I could just be showing
It's all right. In my head, I was like, get up in the morning, swim to the kitchen, make my cup. No, I thought I'd better not.
And I will ask people in the chat, has anyone been on Gold Rush at Drayton Manor yet?
Pleasure Beach are my favourite. Oh.
So I don't have much nostalgia for Pleasure Beach. I do for Great Yarmouth and for Pleasurewood Hills.
I'd like to go Blackpool again because obviously for past memories, but I'd also like to go back to Fantasy Island because I did go on a couple of rides with my brother when my mum was a bit poorly and had to go home. So it was just me and my brother at the caravan going, yes, we can do what we want. And we went on a couple of rides.
So Ollie's been, it's made a Fairground Florence brilliant. How is it, Ollie? Because I've heard mixed things about it.
Wallaby. Oh, wow. Not yet going to Drayton Manor in September for one Gold Rush yet, but we'll be soon. To be fair, the Gold Rush does look quite cool.
I'm always a bit.
At the same time, I'm like, how long is the
I think
ride?
the problem with.
I don't know all the facts and everything about it yet. So.
I've said it before. Drayton Manor's a good park, but the problem is, I've not got an annual pass, and there's no point in me getting one. And whenever it's not that it's necessarily expensive, but whenever I think about going, I'm like, well, how much is it to get in? And it doesn't seem like it's worth the price they're charging. And then I just think I can just go somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's what I always. I know it sounds bad, but that's why I just like. It's not that it's expensive. What they're offering isn't worth that price, and that's why I never go to Drayton Manor.
Yeah, sorry, coasting with the Joneses. I've got little cool towels for the pigs to lay on and stuff, so they are drinking a lot more than what they should.
I miss Apocalypse Flawless. Looks painful and parts alright. It's not a good ride unless it's painful.
It's either that or the pigs are using a typewriter.
I think every time a new ride opens, it has to be the new best ride for a while, doesn't it? Like, I've not been on it yet, Hyperia, but I guarantee a lot of the people that said it's the best ride ever, this time next year might go, it was, and now like I've settled on it, it's probably not.
I said I'd like to go to Drayton Manor when it's Viking Day.
I mean, talking about Sibby, when we went on Antelope, he said it was a top 10 coaster, and then like by the end of the day, he was like, it's not quite top 10.
Oh no! Which one does it go in again, Sibby?
Best thrill coasters, Wickerman. Wickerman's probably my favourite ride on Towers, though, to be fair. When it's not on fire.
It could be Karen's. We could go to. Why go past Alton when I have a minute?
Oh yeah, exactly. It'll be interesting when Universal opens.
Yes.
Tornado Valley does look good. I've not been since it's been built. I've been before that. But Portland's got a star flyer. They seem like the kind of park that should have a star flyer. But I don't know. Someone will tell me in the comments, no doubt. But I was going to talk about a couple of other things. But before that, I just want to talk about this sort of like tribalism. And I mean, it's sort of good in a way and sort of not. And sort of a bit toxic. There's like tribalism with certain parks where people go, like there's people that just love Blackpool Pleasure Beach, right? They never want to come on the show. Anytime I try to get someone to come on the show and defend Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they're saying like, no, we don't do that. No, we're busy. Like people who love Blackpool Pleasure Beach more than anything else and stand by it will never come on my show and defend it. And that is the truth. If anyone wants to come on who thinks it's like wholeheartedly thinks it's amazing and better than anything else ever, you're welcome. But with Alton Towers and Thorpe Park, you get the same thing. But what I thought was funny this week was, I think the days have passed now. It was just for this week. But Alton Towers shortened their opening times to 5 p.m. for this week, and it's 6 p.m. throughout the whole of the summer, unless they shorten it again. And at the same time, Thorpe didn't miss a beat and went, there's 2 days in August, we're going to be open till, I think it was 9 p.m. I think it was 9 p.m. anyway. It was definitely open. 9 p.m. on the 24th and 31st. I just thought it was so funny how they're competing as well. And I just so like they knock each other. I just think it's kind of funny, but kind of, I don't know if it's actually healthy. But I don't know what you think. But I just thought that was funny how it just so happens. Alton Towers are like, yeah, we're going to shorten some of the times. Thought like, there's 2 days in August. We're going to be open until 9 p.m. Just like not skip a beat at all. They're kind of talking to the council though, Gareth.
There's been letters sent out as far as I know about Universal.
Minifigure Speedway counts as 2 though, right? Because it's a dueling coaster.
Yeah, dueling.
So it'd be 100 and 101. It's really sad. What did it knock out, Sibby? Because I remember you had the list in front of you and you said, oh no, it's still knocked out. I can't remember which ride it was. There was a coaster, I think it was, that it knocked out your top 20, if I remember rightly, when you put Antelope in. But to be honest, for it to come number 15, that's not bad. But that was specifically front row.
That's actually quite good. I had awesome fun on that thing. Honestly, your vlog, Sibby, was brilliant to watch. And even Elise from TPI said that
and Drayton
how
Thorpe.
lovely your vlog is as well. So, and I'm gradually getting through all the other Gulliver's vlogs as well, and I will advertise.
She's not even watched that one yet, so.
No, this is the thing. I work too hard. Like, what can I say?
Sorry, guys. I worked too hard. Yeah.
And that's my excuse. I worked too hard.
You don't count the extra credit. Would it not be 2 because it's a dueling coaster? Oh, I got that wrong. It's a dueling coaster, isn't it? I didn't really pay much attention to it because they kind of opened it in a year when there was so much else going on. They should have waited, really.
Yeah, they've recently bought nearby houses.
Yeah, didn't they have some extra land already that they bought near the land? And
yeah, suppose that's quite good for like a base or something. If they could use the buildings for, I don't know, possible like parts engineering workshops sort of thing. Maybe they could convert them to be like that. Or
Gareth's talking about VIP
just
event
where
for the
staff go
curse.
eat.
I think they could sell a lot of tickets for that. Whether it'd be worth the money, I don't know. But has anyone done the VIP experience at Alton Towers, where you can actually hire a member of staff to come around with you? Because I'm just intrigued if anyone's actually done that. It does seem like, I think numbers are down because these VIP events that they can charge however much they want for have suddenly, these events that they normally would never have done before. And it just seems like, is that because the visitor numbers are down? I'm still swearing blind that I think they're going to make Gold Pass Merlin have to pay a slight parking fee soon if the numbers don't go up.
Oh, that's good to know, Coasting with the Joneses. The houses are for management to live in and not near the park site.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 creds as well.
Number 20, but now it's Revolution. Spoke to the smoother freight on Saturday night.
Oh, the one from... Sorry, was he still on...
I'm reading it.
Was he still on Nemesis? Because I know the person you mean now, and anyone who doesn't know, our vlog from when we did the Nemesis behind-the-scenes tour, there's a guy who sings Smooth Operator, and I noticed him act... Well, I say acting. I don't know if he's actually going to do the role. He was in the advert. This is the funny thing now, and I'm sure other people are the same. When you go to Alton Towers so much, and you get to know the staff, and we're not the only ones that... You recognise staff, and then you see an advert for the VIP experience, and you go... Oh, I recognise, and that Smooth Operator was showing them round as the guy, right?
Yes.
And then you go, not only do I recognise him, the 2 people posing as guests work out on Towers as well. And it's just like, when you know that, it kind of brings you out of the advert a bit. You're like, yeah, I'm very aware I'm watching a show right now. So with the garden tour, is that after park closes? Because surely there'd be nothing to stop like someone just walking next to you and getting like hearing the person talk and go, this is the garden, this is where they plant a tree. You know, someone could just stand next to the group and go, yeah, I've not paid for it, but I can walk in the gardens. I just wonder if that's on at the same time. His name is Lewis.
Also, later on this month, going to Southport for Pleasureland. Awesome.
I always get Southport and Stockport mixed up. 2 p.m. So what is there? This wasn't what I was planning on talking about, but what is there to stop you from... Obviously, when they go in the towers, they could probably tell you, oh, you get out, you're not paid to come on the tour, but what's going to stop you from walking right next to the group and going, yeah, that's good information, I didn't have to pay money for that? It's a shame you can't go around the towers anymore, because I'm sure by rights they have to be open because it's a heritage thing. Because I remember I once visited and there were a load of old people in there who weren't interested in the park, and they'd gone there as part of a heritage trip. Yeah. And I'm sure...
I think it used to be... I'm sure it used to be if you were part of National Trust.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll... Fairground Lawrence had that. Oh, was it a recording then? Did you not have a guide? I'm intrigued. But at the same time, it's sort of like... I don't know. I wouldn't do it. It's just like... It's like when COVID was on. I wouldn't have... Even if it was on the pass, which I think it was, I wouldn't have gone just to do the gardens. You know, in the COVID where the whole park was closed and you could just go in the gardens. It's kind of clutching at straws, I think. I don't know. I just remember where, like you said about the old people and things like that, just going in just to walk in. And even for us, when we went with a couple of people that we knew back in the day, we'd just pleasurably like walk around and just take our time with the views and everything. I remember taking photos of like Oblivion when it was at the top and stuff. I remember I filmed a trailer for my Scarefest content in the towers. And like the week later, everyone else filmed a trailer because I like, that's a good idea. £10 for the tour. Did you get Merlin Only Pass discount? The attic is back. Oh, the attic is back again. Oh, I hope they must have some new mazes though. Well, we'll talk about that another time because I don't like to bash Alton Towers, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a restaurant going, we got this special food. By the way, we're going to have it next week and we're going to have it next year, but, you know, be surprised and act like you've never had it again.
Shadow's been posting some things, hasn't he, about Scarefest as well. So I've been kind of looking at resources from him at the moment.
Oh,
about things that we've seen with the scare mazes.
That'll be cool. What the Joneses have put. To look at that, that'd be worth it. So it's £10 for both, right? For the towers and the gardens. Before I talk about Pleasurewood Hills, though, we can still talk about the other stuff. You have to wait till... Oh, you don't actually have to wait till Halloween, because some of them did summer events this year. Yeah, I suppose if you're into it, yeah, it's not too bad. Oakwood had an incident where bounce dropped straight to the floor. I read... It was kind of vague what I read.
Bounce?
You know, that's the drop tower at Oakwood. The one that... I don't know if you can still do it. You used to be able to press a button.
Yeah.
And you could choose if you wanted to shot or drop. But you didn't know what everyone else had voted for, so you might get what you want. You might not.
I don't think I went on that one.
You went on that when we went, because
I?
I didn't go on it, yeah. But it's different. It's slightly different now than it was then, but you went on it.
Yeah. Oh, it was yellow and red, wasn't it? Yellow and red?
It might have been at the time.
Because I remember said, what a weird combination of colours back in the day. That was really strange. I do remember you walking up the hill and I'm there going, Mike, and I was on the other side. So...
yeah, we can talk about that off.
Civvy, I would like to say yes. It depends. Well, it depends on the dates because we're.
Oh, it's on my birthday, isn't it? No, it's not my birthday. The Ilkeston Fair's on my birthday.
Oh, let us know the dates, Civvy. We'll pencil it in.
But this is one of the this isn't the whole reason that Pleasurewood Hills might close down soon. Yeah. But Pleasurewood Hills made a decision recently, which I think I have mentioned before. They decided. I don't know how this works. Do they? They basically. That car park is charging now, which I don't think, even at £3, that's the kind of theme park that needs to charge for their car parking. But another company sorts it out, and they've got AMR cameras or whatever set up to get the number plates, and there's a 15-minute grace period if you're dropping off, which they've already charged people for staying shorter, sorry. But I don't know if they pay the company to sort it out for them and take a bit, or the company goes, we'll pay you if we can start charging people to use your car park, because it seems like such a bad idea and they got so much bad press from it. And I'm sure they're counting on people to not fight it when they get these letters in the post, which they've been getting. It's been on BBC Suffolk, and I think it's been on some other BBC stuff, and just online a lot as well, that people are getting charged even though they're paying for parking, or even though they're annual pass holders, which shouldn't. I think annual pass holders do pay, but it's £9 for the whole year. And it's if you don't know about it, it's a real big rabbit hole of this is a small park that could do without it. To put it in perspective, anyone who doesn't know Pleasurewood Hills, it is a good park, but they rely a lot on trying to get the footfall from Great Yarmouth, and it struggles as it is because people go, well, we don't need to leave Great Yarmouth because we've got Pleasure Beach and Joyland and everything else there. And now they're doing this, and people are getting things in the post saying they have to pay. I think it was £100 charge. Some people were getting asked, because they didn't pay £3 for parking, but they did pay, but then they're still getting these letters. Or there was a woman who dropped her kid off to work there and was there for about 10 minutes and got a charge. But I got some spiel that I'll put on the screen in a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how expensive it is out there, but in this country, I think it's too expensive for towers, but I think the thing that annoys me about towers, I don't pay for parking because I got an annual pass, but if anyone remembers way back when, they started charging for parking because they were meant to build the expressway to alleviate congestion in Alton Village. And then eventually they went, we're not going to do that now. It's not feasible to build it, but we'll still charge for parking. We'll just pocket. And that's literally what happened. And then for so long, the other Merlin parks didn't charge you to park. And then Thorpe were like, we can make some money here. And then Thorpe and Chester didn't jump on it. Just everyone charged for parking. And now the small parks are doing it. But yeah, I can understand Disney charging that much though. Wow. Wipeout's so good because you can see.
This is so good to see everyone in the comments. They're all popping up.
You can see the ocean from the top of Wipeout, and I wasn't sure. For some reason, I didn't realise how close Pleasurewood Hills was to the coastline because it's surrounded by trees. Yeah, it would be alright if there was a new ride there. Shall I get the spiel up? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, because they claimed, if I remember rightly.
So is this the other one you were going to discuss then?
Yeah. Spokesperson Pleasurewood said, whilst there has been some negatives surrounding parking charges, it's important to remember we have welcomed thousands of guests. That's not relevant. We've become aware of a technical error. Still receiving a parking charge notice, which a lot of people have had it, even though they've paid. At first, some people hadn't paid the parking because apparently the signs weren't very good. Now people have paid it, but they're still trying to.
So it says we became aware of the technical error which resulted in some who had paid still receiving a parking charge notice. Our team had been happy to help and have been assisting with guests getting these queries answered and promptly resolved.
What is that taken away from though?
The BBC contacted Smart Parking, which is another company, but has not received a response. Bosses at Smart Parking have said that their services were enlisted by Pleasurewood Hills to stop parking abuse, ensure genuine customers can always find somewhere to park.
Can I just stop you? I just want to ask Knox, but whenever I've been, it doesn't seem like anyone's parking there who shouldn't be. And it doesn't seem like there's ever been a situation, at least when I've been to Pleasurewood Hills, that there's nowhere to park, because that car park is about half the size of the actual theme park, if not more. It never seems like that is an actual issue. So that seems like a load of rubbish.
Oh, Dave, I will answer that question in a minute. Just letting you know, I will answer it. I'm just going to read a bit more of this article. So, whereabouts?
Yeah, the ANPR
A spokesman added, "We state-of-the-art ANPR parking management system that monitors cars entering and exiting the car park. Importantly, the car park at Pleasurewood Hills is private land, so motorists should always check the terms and conditions of use before deciding to park." The head of the site going live.
Yeah, the Pleasurewood Hills team had a technical issue with their season tickets,
and
so they were still getting
some
charged.
PCNs were issued. However, working with the Pleasurewood Hills team, we quickly identified the issue and have subsequently cancelled the PCNs that were issued to the season ticket holders.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, good.
Like what Trey and Knox have both said. But
I sounded so posh then.
You are posh.
I'm not.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's a Tesco with a big car park just outside Pleasurewood Hills. Like, if you've never been to Pleasurewood Hills, there's a Tesco right outside the entrance and a Travelodge across the road outside the entrance. So it's like a really good park if you want to stay nearby and you want to go to like a supermarket as well to get food and stuff. But there's nothing there you'd park at Pleasurewood Hills for. And there's no way, even if people were doing that, you would ever struggle to find a place to park.
I agree with Knox on that one, just Tesco, which has a big car park. I literally agree with him. So you when they started to charge...
Oh, yeah, they will. Yeah. But you think how many families, they would do it, I think.
Yeah. Not looking forward to that day. In the day, it's so bad that Pleasurewood Hills closes because the missile coaster and it's the Star Trek America. Yes! That's the only reason why I want to go visit it again, in case it doesn't turn up again, basically. Went to a press event a few days before Hyperia opened when ECC members went to park. But
you might be in that. The documentary, I've reviewed that on the channel. And I've shown bits of the documentary. I don't know if you'll be in some of those shots, actually.
I don't think I shared the full parts of the Emerald Park ones that you did, so getting more compared and quick ride on the missile.
Parks from moving trains. Oh. But I just thought that was a problem that didn't exist. Like Trey said, I was just like, I don't know what your thoughts on that. I just thought they're really putting the nail in the coffin because they've not had new rides for ages. And if anyone doesn't know, Looping Group, which is a French company, owned them, who own Drayton Manor, but seem to have done all right with Drayton Manor. But I've heard, I don't know if Knox knows more about this than I do, but I've heard that apparently when Looping Group bought it, they were told they had to keep the park for a certain amount of years before they could sell it for land.
See, I don't quite agree with it. I think if you paid a ticket to get in, surely that would be part of the price.
I know, I understand that.
But then I understand that there's other people that will take the mick and park there for the sake of I need somewhere to park my car and go somewhere else.
No, but there's nothing nearby.
But if there's nothing nearby, why do it? Like,
because what I didn't understand was they're getting £3 per car extra, right? They could have just put the tickets up by £3 and no one would have bat an eyelid.
Exactly.
But I think they're doing this because they want to catch people out and charge them more than £3. That's the whole point. Because why did Pleasurewood Hills get this system? Why don't they just go, we're going to run this ourselves? I think they're purposely trying to catch people out.
We've even got our Autumn just typing a complaint right now with that typewriter.
She's drinking, yeah.
Hi Ben, hope you're well. Hope Holly's all right as well.
Go and check out his vlog about Gold Rush. If you've not seen anything about Gold Rush, go and check out his vlog about Gold Rush. But yeah, there were no happy stories last month. It was all apart from Thorpe Park being open longer. But I think they're all the headlines we had. I don't know if you want to talk about other stuff. I'll just I know Trey's going to say it, so I'm going to get in there first. Take a pause for the cause. And the book is available in the description. If you want to buy it.
And it's less than $5. So bearing in mind if you want to buy one for your friends and everything, or just want one for the queue line.
I've got the American and UK links in the description, but it should take you to your own country if. But yeah, I've got through the headlines. We can talk about some other stuff if you want. Is there anything you want to talk about your photos and stuff?
There is a new. Thank you everyone for the entries as well. For landscape, which was last month's prompt. This one for the photography challenge is black and white. This is probably the only time that I will allow filters if you really struggle to find anything black and white. So I will allow it. So if you find anything that's black and white,
barcode, take
a photo of it. You could even do that if you want, providing it's an appropriate barcode that comes out of it. But I will happily, nothing rude, I will happily share it on my stories if you tag me in it. So obviously everybody knows my Instagram. It's Stacey_L2E.
Getting kickback for the...
It's just a bit of mindfulness again. So
we're getting kickback for the book.
You know.
I think I'll bring out a new one around Christmas time, I think. It takes a bit of time to do. It's not the kind of thing I did in 5 minutes, if I'm honest.
He did it.
It probably took me about, I spent an hour a day on it for a few weeks.
Fart balls. Sorry.
It does.
I did an ugly laugh there, sorry.
I think if anyone manages to get a parking receipt from Pleasurewood Hills, or just the letter that says we've revoked your parking notice.
Guys, honestly, I got inspired by my glasses to do that prompt as well. So there we go.
Black and white glasses.
Yeah, black and then white on the inside.
But anyone who wasn't here at the start, we've talked about the Wicker Man fire. We've talked about Dollywood got flooded. I mean, yeah, we got through all the headlines I wanted to get through really quicker than I thought we would.
Anyone doing anything nice for the weekend? I know I'm going for like a meal for someone's birthday, so but we can explore during the day somewhere probably, or whatever we need to. Good clear out.
Yeah.
And
shall we let these people go early?
I might do actually, but I just want to say a big thank you for everyone asking me about how the art therapy session went. But obviously, it's in the previous vlog, so it went so well. It was so good, and so many positive outcomes, to a point where a lady turned around and said, "My kids are definitely going to use this more often, doing their own emotional roller coasters as like a little focus for them, so it grounds them a little bit." And I was like, "That is brilliant." So. But yeah, be awesome.
If you're going to Thorpe on Tuesday, say hello to Knox, because it's Nottingham. I saw Nottingham Fair getting built up actually.
You'll have to let us know like dates and everything, and then we'll have to explore. Because I can't remember the last time I went on like.
We're hopefully going to vlog on Saturday, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to give away what we're doing.
Oh.
We're doing a meet and greet, hopefully with a celebrity, so we're going to go and film that.
Yeah.
Then we might do some other stuff. I sort of want to. There's like a car museum I want to go to, but I might wait till like the Joneses are about, because I know that Andy likes cars.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll do that.
Wait till you're up in the woods.
You can go to Alton Towers.
What?
You can go to Alton Towers, Rachel.
Do any UK parks have any announcements coming up?
Thorpe Park's going to be open till 9 p.m. on the 24th and 31st of August. So watch out for that. That's going to be brilliant.
Oh, you got a video coming out Sunday evening, Dave's Adventures. Awesome. Thorpe Tuesday, Knox.
Is that going to be a premiere, Dave? Because we'll join the live chat for
Hopefully barbecue weather at the weekend. Yes, let's hope, coasting with the Joneses. With a little bit of a breeze, if possible, though, just because the hay fever's going crazy.
Are you going to film around the stadium a bit as well, Trey? Because that would be good to see him vlog at the Reds game.
Wait a minute. Nottingham Riverside Festival filming the vlog tomorrow. And we have a new park vlog happening for my birthday. Oh, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? I knew you were a Leo because you mentioned it on your vlog, but when's your birthday? Sorry.
Yeah, there's a new top spin as well. I kind of get a bit.
And they maybe sent arrows. Red Arrows, that's cool.
Everyone's advertising.
Logging
Yeah, he's
Sunday
going to go
at the
along.
Reds game. What time are you going tomorrow? No, sorry, that's a discussion between two people.
Yeah, go and watch Dave's thing on Sunday. What time was it?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
What time was it, Dave? Put the time down and then everyone will know. They're vlogging at Stadium on Saturday. Wrexham Stadium, probably.
Oh, thanks, Rachel. Just put it in your stories and tag me in. Yeah, and I'll share it on
August. So that's Tuesday, isn't it?
No.
I think so. It's first today.
Tuesday, yes. It is Tuesday.
It's going to be older on Tuesday. Enjoy the time you've got.
Welcome to the craziness.
6 p.m.
I think it's 6 p.m.
Panic Coast 2's coming, yeah. It's going to have water parks and hotels. So look out for that. It's going to be right up.
Honestly, Sib, I hope you have a brilliant birthday if I don't message it, but I will message you something. Trust me, I will remember.
So we've got a, I mentioned next year we're doing a social, if Pleasurewood Hills are still there, because I've talked to Pleasurewood Hills about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just
weren't
there
Rachel
anymore.
Instagram.
But we've got another social coming up this year, and well, I'll probably show everyone the name of it and the logo next week. It's happening in September. If there's any spaces left, I'll advertise for that. I think there will be. It's a 2-day thing. There's 2 parks, but what I was excited about, which I kind of mentioned at the start of the show, we've got an unsigned band, and hopefully they're going to bring out their album this year. They told me.
We love this song.
And this is the official song for the meetup that's happening in September. I don't know how much more I want to say about it. There's links in the description if you want to find it on iTunes or Apple Music or Spotify and help them. That'd be good. Also, their Instagram and Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. They've only got about 59 subs, I think. So everyone go on there and subscribe to them. They got their other songs on there as well.
Sibby messaged me today, and he said, "I hope there is more Drop Towers at the next social meet." I went, "Oh my gosh, you're in for a treat." Oh, it's the best one. Because I said we went on it a few times before it closed.
Oh, on the Saturday.
So it was brilliant, and he's found it.
On the Saturday, Sibby's going on the Saturday. He can't make the Sunday, but Sibby, the one, if it's still there, the one at that park still spins. Compared to the one we went on at Warrington.
I don't remember if it's spin or not.
Yes, it
I
does.
had too much fun.
Because that guy kept commenting about the mermaid on your shirt, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He did.
21st and 22nd. 21st we're going to, I might as well say where we're going. That's not really a secret. 21st we're going to Milton Keynes, Gulliver's Land with ERS on Grand Prix. And 22nd of September on a Sunday, we're going all the way back up to Matlock. To Gulliver's Kingdom, we're getting ERS on the log coaster and the zip line because some people didn't go to it last year when we got ERS on the zip line. Yeah, JCB themed is the drop tower there, and it still spins.
The JCB theme is, I think it's the best one out of all the other Gullivers.
Well, I think that the gyro swing is the best theme one, but I'm sure the gyro swing has smaller seats at that park.
But I don't know if it's because it's more open.
It's themed to like medieval, and it's got a big animatronic dragon next to it that looks quite cool. And it's still slightly the same layout, but every year it gets less and less like Disneyland. It used to be like a really big knockoff Disneyland. Like there's a train station above the entrance, there's a main street, there's a castle in the middle, there's JCB, but it's kind of in the area where Tomorrowland would be. It's just very knockoff Disney.
I kid you not, Sibby, on your vlog for Gullivers, I still laughed the same when I watched it, when I was laughing on the vlog.
Did it have the Team Rocket bit in there? It did, didn't it?
I didn't hear the Team Rocket bit, I don't think. I'll have to rewatch it again.
Anyway, I'll probably...
right at the beginning, because I know I turned it down a little bit at the beginning.
I'll probably show everyone the... I'm going to see who gets... Because what we do for this, normally, we have... we send out the first invites for the trips to anyone who went to the last trip as a kind of like special thing because you went to the last one. But there's probably going to be spaces on either day left. But
and then when you
I'll probably advertise that when I know how many we've got left. But I'll give the logo out next week for it because I think it's quite a good name and it's going to be on the pin badge for the meetup and I think it's quite good. But I'll do that next week.
I'll show you the pin badge that we had from the previous one.
Oh, until I bear time, yeah.
What it is, yeah. Because I did get a new backpack, but I'm not.
Yeah, she got a really cool backpack that's got a plastic bit.
But the way that they advertised
so the pin badges won't fall off.
Yeah, so it's like a little. I can't explain it. It's not really plastic. It's just like a mesh material.
It's got plastic in front of it. So if you lose the pin badge, it's not going to fall off the bag like when people put them on their bags.
But yeah, this is the pin badge. I don't know if you can see it right.
Probably not. I can send him the logo. It's on our socials, isn't it? I took photos of it. You're probably not going to focus. Oh no, I'm trying to get out of the shot. There we go.
Hey.
Because we went on Antelope.
Yeah, boy. So yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah,
if everyone said we'll sort out Rachel sending you photos.
I'll sort that out in a bit, Rachel. Because
if we're done here, obviously check out the links in the description for anyone who gave us photos. Well, I've got photos off.
Oh, that's what we need. DM where you got it from, please.
The bag.
Lost so many pins on you.
But if you want to help this,
doesn't look like
this band, they're unsigned. I like the look of them. This song is about, I think this song is about 4 years old, to be fair, but they're bringing out their album later this year, hopefully, and they're letting me use this song as the official theme song for the social. Go and check them out. I've put their links for YouTube in the description. Go and sub to them. They've only got about 59 subs at the moment, I think. Go and follow them on Instagram. I've also put the Spotify and the Apple Music links at the bottom as well. So I don't know if you want to say a catchphrase, introduce the song and say a catchphrase before we go.
Honestly, thank you so much, everyone, for commenting. And please just share it with everyone just so they can like and subscribe. And obviously, your comments just mean the world to us. So we'll see you.
Do you want to... okay.
What?
Do you want to introduce the song? You know what the song is. Okay, I'm going to introduce it.
Wait. The song is?
No, I'll do it.
Oh.
Because you don't know what the band's called, do you?
Not the band.
Okay,
but I know
this band's called Wurlitzer, and they've got an interesting look, I think, as well. But this song is called What Colour Is Your Sky Today? So
we'll see you
in the review.
Because for now,
we're gone.
Bye.
Said enough is enough. I don't wanna get up. Tell me what color is your sky today? Johnny said open up, go fill up your cup, waiting for a reply, no signal inside. Tell me what color is your sky today? Tell me what color is your sky today?